Hi, my name is Jessi. I am a pre-op trans woman. I live in Canada, and I am doing this, sharing my story to help Luna Ray all day spread awareness and maybe just help somebody learn something. So, when I was little, I always knew that I was different. Couldn't quite explain why. I didn't have the language for it. And in the time I grew up in the early 80s to mid 90s, it just wasn't something that was talked about. There were lots of signs growing up. I wasn't a very, manly child. In high school, my closest friends were all girls, and they even called me one of the girls, which was a really big sign that I absolutely missed. So, I did what everybody, or what a lot do in my situation, and just perpetuate that I was a man, and this is what a man does, this is how a man lives, and that's what happened. I got married. I had kids. My wife had a son from somebody else, and I came into his life when he was 3, adopted him when he was 4. So they're all my kids. And then, moved across the country and finding new jobs and finding out where we are. And that's when I realized that I was trans. And I came out to my wife. She was not, she wasn't super supportive. She wasn't supportive at all at first. And then she tried to be supportive, be more supportive, but I wanted too much, too fast for her. So she regressed and I regressed. And I would often say that I was out of the closet, but stuck in the doorway. So that was what we did. We just lived our lives pretending to be happy with each other, for our kids, for our families, for everybody. But it began to be too much. And in 2017, we had decided to separate. Once we moved, I'd get her and the kids settled, and then I would move out and live my life. And that plan was, not the greatest. I didn't want to leave my family just to be happy, just to be myself. That was not at all what I wanted. But I was prepared to, because living that miserable life, it wasn't good for me, it wasn't good for her, it wasn't good for the kids. Just wasn't good. Rather have them have 2 happy parents than 2 miserable ones. But life had other plans. In the beginning of 2018, my wife got really sick. Turns out it was stage 4 lung cancer, and she didn't last too much long after that. So 2018, I was 36. I was 36 and newly widowed with 3 kids and no idea what the hell I was doing. In 2019, I had gotten a phone call that my 18-month wait list to get an appointment to see the doctor to talk about starting hormones was over, and I focused on my transition. It was very hard. It still is very hard, doing it all on my own, having no partners, no help. Still kind of confused as to what I'm supposed to do with my life. I'm still a parent. I'm still, everything I was before. Just I'm not married anymore, which is really weird. Coming out at work was fine. Coming out to my parents was interesting. My mom took it well, and after I told her, she said she started to remember signs of, something when I was younger. She told my dad and my sister. My sister was mad that I didn't tell her myself. And my dad said that I was still his child and he still loved me no matter what. Which is amazing, and all I can ask from my dad. He's a great guy. And now, my kids feel the same way. They love me. They want me to be happy. I'm still dad. I have no problems with that, but they do use my pronouns properly, which is very nice, and I like that. I love my kids. I can't imagine life without them. I miss my wife. Life has been cruel and fruitful all at the same time. It's taken me a while to get this far, but I'm happy. I am me. I am moving forward, trying to just enjoy my existence and not cause anybody harm. I don't want to hurt anybody. It's the last thing on my mind. I just want to live my life and be happy the way, everybody else does. Just wants to live their life and be happy. Isn't that the American dream? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Me not being American doesn't really mean much coming from me, but I still felt like sharing my story, and I'm always open to talking about my story if anybody has any questions or can relate, or can, just if this helps anybody, I hope it does. Just my only word is that you can do it. You can make it. You can be happy. You just gotta try. So, bye.